The Niners must have run this pick up to the FM board, Juan. It's an edge.
Okay.
Do you want to guess who?
I'm going to guess it's Mike Green, but pick is in for the Niners. Max, who they pick?
They're picking Georgia edge Mykel Williams with the 11th pick in the draft. Joey, this one's for you. For you, my goat. For you.
Man.
This is the one guy Joey said he didn't want. Man. Oh, my God, if this is real. Dov Kleiman, don't F me right now, buddy. He tweeted out, this guy tweeted out 2 minutes ago, Colson Loveland, and 1 minute ago, Mykel. They must have run the pick up the board.
Yeah, Mykel Williams, 6'5", 260 pounds, crazy arm length with a 34-inch arm length out of Georgia. Look, he's the second edge off the board, and really, it's the measurables. It's the body. That's what you got to love with a guy in Mykel Williams. Me personally, I think this is way too high for a guy like him. He's a developmental guy. And you got to look at this side of it. I'm going to play devil's advocate here, just on what the Niners are thinking. When you watch the film on Georgia guys, they're told to do a certain job. They're not necessarily told to come off the ball, come off the edge, and just sack the quarterback. No, you have to set edges. You have to be big in the run game. Like, hey, we want you standing in this gap. And maybe that takes away from the production. And maybe that takes away from how you watch him as a prospect on film. It's like, oh, this guy's not making crazy plays, but it's like he's just doing his job. That's the devil advocate here, because
he played with an ankle injury the whole year. They said after week 3 he was 60%. Juan, I'm going to jump in right here. It's really early for me. It's really early for Mykel. The one thing that scares me about this pick one is maybe they met with them. They got to see a side when we didn't get to see. Like you said, when it's a Georgia guy, it's the worst person to evaluate, because they don't just get to pin their ears back and go, hey, we're going to be in the wide 9 like 49ers. They never do that. He's head up on a tackle. He's got to just stand up and he's got to put his big paw out there and hold him up and then dissect the play. I'm shocked by this pick. I'm going to give it a D. It's way too early in my mind for a player. That tape wasn't that impressive. And that being said, I'm very scared to give it a D because, like I said with Georgia, it's a tough eval. He was hurt. Maybe they loved him in the interview and saw a dog side of him we didn't get to see. I will say this, they drafted a need. He definitely fits a need. And he could really be a boom or bust player. And I think that's what scares you too. He's a boom or bust guy.
Yeah, look, I
mean, he'll have a high floor because he's going to be an awesome run defender. Right? What are all Georgia guys want?
Yeah, great run defenders.
But go ahead.
But wow. I feel confident in this pick because it's the Niners. That's the sole reason. Number one, you know how I am like this with edge rushers. He's not going to be told to be the alpha guy. They have Nick Bosa.
Like, I hate to say this one, but if the Raiders make this pick, you're like, why? Yeah. Like, it's just not there. But certain teams just evaluate. I mean, the Niners aren't always the best team for evaluating edge rushers, but it's just this is scary. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, Joey is saying that it's going to get someone fired.
Trey Lance didn't get anyone fired.
Have some confidence in your guys' defensive line coach.
Come on.
Yeah.
They didn't fire a guy who played 10 snaps, 2 games.
Yeah.
They ain't getting fired for him. Come on.
Yeah, look,
there's that
I don't love him.
Biasness.
I don't love him as a prospect, but I love the spot. And things change. Things change depending on where you go. Certain prospects are going to have a boost up depending on where they go. And Mykel Williams for the Niners, I'm going to give it a B+. You know, he's a developmental guy, and they can afford it. I can see him like, hey, maybe he struggles weeks 1 through 6. Trying to get his feet under him.
No, maybe
don't matter. They have Nick Bosa.
He could struggle the whole year. He could struggle the whole year, and the next year it's like, what happened to Mykel Williams? What? They loved him. They loved him. They ran that pick up there because I'm scouring Twitter, and the next pick hasn't come through yet. It's Dallas. They have their pick.
It fits a need. It fits the potential, and you love the situation. It fits this. That's my biggest thing. It fits the situation for the Niners.
It does. Like, that's why I said D might be a little harsh. I just think it's so early for a guy. I have where on my board? 39.
Yeah, Derek's saying that 49ers missed their window. I kind of disagree with that. Did they miss their window as far as being like they're not going to be this dominant team like they have been? But I think a lot of people
they could win a Super Bowl, but I don't think it's going to be like 4 Super Bowls in 6 years type thing.
I think a lot of people are sleeping on the Niners. I think it's because a lot of people don't know who the Niners have as far as these replacements. Like everyone's mad, like they don't have Drake Greenlaw, or they don't have Hufanga no more. They have some pretty solid players that they've been drafting in the late rounds over the last couple of years.
Big dreams, everything and what it seems. Glittering gold both ways. Not on my team. This organic, we don't buy